Hey YouTube fans, people interwebs, it's me, Soundwave SG1, back with another Transformers review. Yeah, I'm going to be doing quite a big review today. I was looking over my G1 shelf, because I'm doing G1, and I've noticed that I have quite a lot of G1 toys. I fucking love G1, fucking love G1. I want all of them, because they're all awesome. They're all shit, but I love them to death. But there are some good ones in there as well, Soundwave being one of them. I will do a Redux. This is kind of a Redux as well, because I've already reviewed him, but I'm going to do the Decepticon triple changes today, for today's lesson. The Decepticon triple changes, let me just turn the telly off, there we go. So I'll be doing them in alphabetical order. Astro Train. It's also conveniently his size order. Astro Train, Blitzwing, and Octane. So we'll start with Astro Train there. His job is military transport. Obviously he's a Decepticon. In confusion there is opportunity. Sounds like a rule of acquisition, that. Creating confusion is his speciality. As a triple changer, can switch from space shuttle to train to robot almost instantaneously. Thrives on foes' fear and panic. As a shuttle travels 20,000 miles per hour in orbit, up to 50,000 miles per hour out of orbit. Can launch weapons and satellites, carries cargo. As a train, has a top speed of 400 miles an hour, range 1700 miles. As a robot, has great strength. Carries powerful ionic displacer rifle. Excellent. And he transforms into, obviously a triple changer. He has 3 modes, and this one is a train. I think the closest real world train I've been able to find is a JNR class C62. Which is a Japanese train. It's got some great moulded detail in there. This whole section is die-cast metal. And it's pretty fucking cool, if you ask me. It does need some repo labels, love. My text message, I forgot to put it on silent. Just give me 1 second. Sweet. Right, there we go. Like I said, it does need some repo labels, love. It's very loose in parts. And these parts here should fall under there, a bit loosey. So, to transform him to shuttle mode, because I'm going to do the vehicle mode then shuttle mode. As you can see, it's pretty fucking cool. To shuttle mode, what we do is, we take this section, move it back, same for this section on this side, then take both these purple sections on each side, and rotate them up. Then we flip the whole section over. We take these 2 sections here and lift them up. Now inside here is the shuttle nose cone, and we just flip that up, sort of rotate it round a bit, push it all in, take these sections again and place them back down. Then we take this section, rotate that out, then rotate that down. Same for this side, rotate that up, rotate that down. And then we rotate this back and push it all the way back, like so. And there he is. And he transforms into a NASA Rockwell Shuttle Orbiter. It's his official designation. Sadly no longer in service. But yeah, I think this is one of the best shuttles they've done in the Transformers. The only other exception, I think the best shuttle is Skylynx. But this is definitely a close second. But yeah, it's fantastic. The fact that you've got a train and a space shuttle, which is just like totally 2 different things, you know, which is fucking awesome. I do like Astro Train a lot. He's one of my favourites. Voiced by the legendary Jack Angel, who also did the voice of Smokescreen, Ultra Magnus in the cartoon, not the movie, and Ramjet as well, I think. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I do like this shuttle mode. He is fucking cool. I do like it a lot. Right, to transform into robot mode, we lift these sections up, and we put the shuttle nose cone back away. You just got to fiddle it around a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, this section is quite awkward. It doesn't always want to go back once you've got it out. There we are. Then we take this section and we slide it down to there. Take this section, move it back to reveal his face. Then we separate his legs, which can be really stiff. There we are. And we slide them down. Mine is really loose. Really loose. Then we take this section and then we split it like that. And get his tiny lyical arms. And lift them out. Tiny lyical arms. Poor old Astrotrain has lyical arms. But he does get a fucking massive gun. And then we place it in there like so. And there he is. Like I say, this is a bit loose. What I tend to do is try and... There we are. Snap them back together again. So they stay down because he's really loose. And there he is. Here is Astrotrain. He is fucking cool. Now, articulation. His arms will rotate at the shoulder. They'll move up and down on a ball joint. Yeah, on a ball joint on a G1 toy. Who would have thunk it? Eh? But it's definitely a ball joint. And that's it. That's the range of movement you're going to get out of Astrotrain. That's all he does. Now, I like him. He is cool. I do like him a lot. But there is several different variations on old Astrotrain. There's the original Japanese version, which is all black and white to make him look more like a real space shuttle. And I think it's, let me just check, I'm not exactly sure of the date. It is 2004. I believe it was an eHobbies exclusive. Well, let me just check. I'm sure it was. I'm pretty sure it was an eHobbies I'm pretty sure. Let me just check for you. Yes, it was an eHobbies exclusive, which gave him the anime correct colours. Which the robot mode looks great, but the shuttle mode and the train mode look better with this colour scheme. Yeah, that's about it. But that's about it really for old Astrotrain there. He is cool. Like I say, mine is very loose. I got him at Auto Assembly 2009 for the meagre sum of £20 because he's complete. And if I'd known he was a bit more loose, I'd have probably talked him down to 15. But 20 quid's not too bad for a complete Astrotrain. I have his instructions somewhere put away, so yeah, it's pretty much complete. Yeah, so that's Astrotrain. Now we come on to probably everybody's favourite triple changer, probably the most famous triple changer, and that would be Blitzwing. This guy. A little bit of BG. Is a Decepticon, obviously. Function is ground and air commander, and tech specs are: destroy first, think later. The ability as a triple changer to rapidly transform makes him one of the most dangerous Decepticons. Cruel sense of humour, loudmouth, belligerent and brash. Flies at Mach 2.7. Range of 1500 miles, heat-seeking concussion missiles as a plane. As a tank, is a track-mounted cannon that fires explosive shells 3.5 miles. As a robot, as electron scimitar and gyro blaster rifle. Often gets stuck in mid-transformation. Yes, now I believe I believe that Blitzwing here is a... Now, I think the closest tank, right, real world vehicle that closely matches this is a Soviet T-46 tank. Now, that's the closest I've been able to ascertain. I'm sure it's not, but that's the closest one I've been able to find. So, yeah, it transforms into quite a nice tank. It rolls, nice squeaky wheels, which is accurate for a tank, because if you hear tank treads go, they do squeak. The articulation in this mode is cannon. It will do that. Will rotate around, which is pretty cool. What you'd expect from that from a tank, really. Right, to transform him into his jet mode, what we do is we flip these out, I think. Then we rotate this section back. Now, what are we doing with these? Rotate this section back. Let's see. Tail fins in a mess up before. Oh yeah, we open those sections. Let me start this again. Open those sections. We rotate this section back, and we rotate this section back. Then we flip up this section here and this section here. It'll go like so. Rotate this section to the back. Then we flip out the nose cone like so. And there we have Blitzwing in jet mode, which is pretty fucking cool. Now, I believe that, again, the closest real world vehicle for this guy is a Mikoyan Gurevich MiG-25 Foxbat. So it's the closest I've been able to find. I'm not exactly sure if it is one of those, but I think it's the closest thing I can find. And yeah, not too bad in this mode. It's quite a convincing jet, actually, with the exception of the tank, you know, underneath. But, you know, what can you do, really? Really, what can you do? Not a lot. But yeah, he is cool. I like Blitzwing. He is a really nice jet. Apart from the tank underneath. I mean, you know, what can you do? It does have firing missiles. Unfortunately, I don't have those, but the firing missiles, really, once you fire them, they get lost. They vanish into the ether. Right, to transform him to robot mode, all we do is while we're doing this, I haven't done this in ages. Oh yeah, rotate that section up, rotate that section up, then we fold those tail fins away, then we rotate that back to reveal his little face. We rotate his cannon at the back and we slide it up and then slide it down. Then we get his legs and we just extend them down and we rotate his tail fins. Now mine are really loose, so he won't stand up. What I tend to do is rotate them back that way and he stands up quite nicely. Then we reach in there, pull out his arms like so. Then we pull out his little fists and he comes with a sword, scimitar, and a gun, an electro displacer rifle, gyro blaster. Now, the way his arms work is the sword can go in any hand, like so, but his gun will only go on his right hand, like so. So you've got to put his sword on his other hand, like that, which is pretty cool. Really, I like him. He's cool. In terms of articulation in this mode, his arms will go up and down, and that's it. But it's a Generation 1 toy. We didn't need articulation, we just needed imagination. But he's cool. He is really fucking cool. I keep saying it. I keep waxing lyrical about him, but he's a Decepticon Trouble Changer. You should get him. He's cool. Right, on to one of my very, very first Decepticons, well, what I used to call big Decepticons. Oh, before I go on, e-hobbies, again, them being them awesome as they are, recoloured this fella into Overcharge, which he retained his Diaclone colours, which is white and grey, green, which I'd like to get actually. Yeah, so now, like I say, this is one of my very first, what we used to call back in the day, big Transformers. Big Transformers, yes. And it would be Octane. I've already reviewed this guy, so I'm just going to briefly go over. Decepticon, his function is a fueler. His tech specs are: he who has fuel has power. A greedy, mean-spirited bully enjoys watching fellow Decepticons become painfully inoperative from lack of fuel. Forces Autobots off the road and aerial bots. Forces Autobots off the road and aerial bots to abort landings just for fun. Crashes make him laugh. In jet mode has a range of 700 miles, maximum speed of 750 miles per hour. In tanker mode he has a range of 65,000 miles, maximum speed of 90 miles an hour, carries 10,000 gallons of fuel, carries a fuel-powered flamethrower and deflector shield. And now you know. And he transforms into a nondescript tanker truck. And not the best mode, if you ask me. Yeah, it's one of those modes. It's a tanker because we say it is. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. It's not very convincing, is it? Oh, poor old Octane. However, I'm going to take you to his jet mode. Right, we disconnect this section. We flatten his arms out. Yeah, these are his arms, by the way. We take this section and we disconnect this piece here, rotate it around. Disconnect this piece here, rotate that around. Then we straighten these. Then we get this section, and then we place it in this screw hole and this hole here. Then you can see that screw hole there and that's here will correspond to a peg and a peg there. And we just put that in like so. Then we fold that shut and it holds it nicely in place and becomes his tail section. Then we take his what will become his arms, rotate these sections down all the way, and we straighten them out. Then we separate what will become his wings and we rotate them up, then straighten them out, rotate them up, straighten them out. And we take this section and we roll it forward like that. Then we slide this section shut like so. There we go. And he transforms into a very convincing, what I believe is a Boeing 737. Needs some serious repo love. I need to get onto repo labels. I need to get them ordered. But I really do like this mode a lot. It's a very convincing jetliner mode. Apart from this bit here, but you know, I mean, if there's a way you could just fold that in. I mean, I had an original one. Somebody gave me one that was bust ages ago, and I just took it apart just to see. And there's definitely a cavity in there. You could have just fold that in, but you know, what can you do? But yeah, I like it. Very cool. Very cool. So to take him to robot mode, we disconnect this section. And we remove that, and we straighten that back up, and fold this back round like so. Then we take this section here and we rotate that round. Then we separate what will become his legs like so. Then we rotate this section down to reveal his face. Then we rotate his arms as forward as we can get them, and rotate them down. Same with this one, rotate that forward. Sometimes you have to put the wing out the way. And fucking hell, that's stiff. Oh, fucking hell. There we go. Rotate that round. Then what I like to do is just angle the wings just back, just ever so slightly. Like so. Now, this section hasn't really got a use. However, there is a little hole there and a peg on his arm. And what I like to do is connect it to his arm, so that way you don't lose it. Like so. It becomes like an extra bit of shielding. Then we get his deflector shield and split that down the middle, and it becomes his deflector shield. And you can hold that. Well, you can hold it in multiple different ways. You can hold it like a gun, or it's like a little lip on the end of the peg there. I don't know if you can see that. And you can balance that on his. Oh, dropping it all over the floor. And you can sort of balance it on his fist, so it looks like he's holding it like a shield, which is quite a nice touch. But I tend to do it to have him hold it just like that, so he doesn't lose it. And it's a very nice gun. And then we place it in his hand, like so. And there he is. There's Octane in robot mode. In terms of articulation, his arms will do a full 360 at the shoulder, but they're kind of hindered by the wings, but you can move them out of the way, and he'll do a full 360 at the shoulder. And he'll bend at the elbow. But that's it. That's it. Yeah, I like him. I do like him. He holds a very special place for me because he was one of the very, very, very first big Decepticons I ever got as a kid. What would we call deluxe nowadays? Yeah, I remember it. My dad had been given some vouchers for I think Tesco, back in the day. It must be Tesco or something, or Hillards or something like that. And he gave us all, and gave me and my sister a tenner, and I bought this guy, and I still have him. It's still complete. I don't have the box, unfortunately, and I don't have the instructions, but yeah, he's complete. I do love him. Yeah, that's my Decepticon Triple Changes review. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't, tell me why. Feel free to make a comment. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I'm doing right. But just, you know, like I say, if you like what I'm doing, I'll keep doing it. So, yeah, thanks for listening to me prattle on about this video, and I shall catch you all on the flip side.